Hello, hello, my name is Callista and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. In the last episode we saw the story of Calvin, the boy who said he wanted to fly, and he did. A very unfortunate way to go. He looped-de-looped.
After the funeral,
Oop.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yeah, he looped-de-looped off his swing over a cliff. A very sad way to go. Come on, down we get. Now where do we go from here? Because the doors are all sealed off.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I mean, that's very fair. I question Edie's sanity in forcing the other twin to sleep in the room he shared with his dead brother. It's not quite right to me. Oh, we push. Hey, that's very sweet. Is this an... Oh, yeah, it is. Slide it up. There you go, girl. Use your back. And then, whose room is this?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Why encourage your kids to... Come on, we got this. Flip it. There we go. Okay, there's a shortcut back into the hall. So this is Barbara's room. More evidence of Milton.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Yeah, she was in, My Friend Bigfoot. I can't tell if this is like a serious horror film or if it's like some kind of kitschy, kid-friendly horror thing. Seattle Ballet Company presents Swan Lake. Maybe she only kind of got into films because she was just a cute little girl. Maybe she wanted to go into more like serious acting. I really like the decoration in Barbara's room. That is a very cute dress. Typical teenager.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah, they mention outside that she was famous for all of 5 minutes. The genre of horror that she was in wasn't particularly long-lived. What does Barbara have? Oliver Twist, Alice in Wonderland, Siddhartha, don't think I'm pronouncing that right, Greek Tales, The Something's Touch, can't see what that says either, The I don't know, Free from Scotland, The Hollywood Workout, The Red Carpet, The Poetics. So she has quite an eclectic taste. We've got some like things relating to Hollywood, yes, but we also have some classic literature in here too. Okay, that's pretty cool. We have rotten birthday cake. Oh god, did she die on her birthday? Oh, that's very unfortunate. Rated jobs increase. She seemed to be into reading newspapers. Oh, and here's Barbara's shrine. How old was she? 1944 to 1960, so she was 16, I think. Oh, we've got those Penny Dreadful stories starring Barbara Finch.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Oh.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Again, another really cool sequence. Oh no, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I stay away from horror.
And imagine the worst.
Can we pick it up? Oh, good girl getting a weapon. How do we swing? Okay, there we go. Screw those cans. Okay, let's go save our boyfriend. I'm hoping that's our father's blood from where he cut himself.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Pardon? Also, that's horrifying. Oh, God. Out of my way.
Oh, rattled and grew still.
Oh. God. Okay.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then
Good on you,
act
Bob.
Furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She
Good
threw
on you,
him
girl.
out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay.
Walter?
I'm coming up. But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
God. I'm glad you kept the crutch. What the... Oh! Oh no. I don't like this. Well, I do like this, but oh God, Walter? This is Walter's room, right?
Walter, are you there?
Okay, kiddo.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless.
So she still can't scream?
Smashing.
Oh. No, you don't. Hit him. There you go. Oh, clever girl.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, go through the hidden thing.
Barbara, there's gotta be another way out.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Okay, we go around to Molly's room. We sneak out. Because this is before the doors are sealed. Aha! Well, he was deaf, and now attack! Get him! Oh!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
The banister. This is what broke the banister. Maybe not this exactly. This is a Penny Dreadful story, but come on, get down to him. We hit him over the head whilst he's unconscious. It was self-defense. Oh.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
God, who's at the door? Please tell me it's Mum and Dad. They're back from the hospital.
The door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the
Great.
door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Pardon?
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Damn.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
I'm actually a little bit speechless. I really enjoyed that one. What can I say about that? Come on, close the book. Close the book. Come on, we've almost got it. There we go. It's kind of funny that the hardest thing I find about this game is closing that damn book. So I think certain parts of that story are dramatized. I don't think that Barbara was eaten by monsters. And to be perfectly honest, I'm surprised that the comic got permission to use Barbara's light. I presume that would require permission. You can't just take a dead girl and be like, we're gonna tell her story in a kooky kind of way. At least I don't think you can do that without parental consent. I think. I'm not, like, one, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. I don't like the fact that that's what happened to Barbara's memory. That
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah. I don't like the fact that Barbara's memory has kind of been relegated to, like, a Penny Dreadful comic. At the same time, someone in the family, I think I can predict who, someone in the family must have coordinated with the makers of that comic, because the key in the music box, the banisters being broken, which presumably, I presume that the banister break, that happened. They came home, Barbara wasn't here, the banister was broken. I could also imagine the thing about the ear being real, and that's how they knew she was dead, because they found her ear. And I would assume, considering that we know one member of the family liked to be in the limelight, Edie coordinated with those comic makers to make that. And on one hand, you could argue that, oh, she was doing it for Barbara. All Barbara ever wanted was to be remembered. At the same time, I kind of feel like it was probably Edie capitalizing on the fact that her daughter, who used to be a child star, disappeared in a very unnatural way, and Edie kind of thought, ooh, I can get attention with this. Okay. Round and round. Come on. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Turn. No. Can we please? There we go. Thank you. I don't have much room on my desk, hence why it's taking me a little while to have the key go round. There is some staining on the wood on this side of the box where the ear was. Admittedly, there's staining all over, but there's... I wish I could show you, but, like, with the two blue flowers and then the three yellow ones that kind of form a pentagram, it looks... There's kind of, like, the staining of the wood is kind of oblong-shaped like an ear, where, you know, you might have rubbed off the blood. So again, I think the ear in the music box was probably true. Into the basement. Where to next? So, is this where Sven had his accident, where he cut his hand, or was that in the garage? Sven.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Another? How many scrapes did you get into? That being said, Edith was probably just an ordinary kid getting into stuff. Admittedly, I don't have much experience with that. I've never had to go into hospital for a prolonged period of time. I've never had a cut that needed stitches. I've never broken a bone. Because I was a very dull child. Okay.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Okay. There's nothing over there. But here's the fridge.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh. We've got a bunker. Ooh, can we open it? Excuse me. Can you please? There we go. I can't see anything. Okay.
I
Thank you for
remember
the lights.
asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Oh. Walter, who saw everything.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
As far away as he could. But he couldn't go farther than the basement.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
What did Walter like? He liked trains. And what books does he have? Echoes from Afar. Let's see, what can I see? The Finch Curse. So there were multiple books on the Finches. There was the one in Edie's room, which was the Finches, A Flock Disappearing, something like that. We also have the Finch Curse. Warding Away Spirits, The Dark Defense, Ghost Trapping. So Walter was into the supernatural, not in a kind of like, are ghosts real, but in a how to keep them away. Homemade Weaponry, Barbara Finch, Child Star, Food of the World, Haunted, a guide. Yeah, whatever Walter saw, I think it had a very profound effect on him. Oh. A little faux window. Oh, that... I don't know why this is making me feel just inexplicably sad. March 2005. 1952 to 2005, so he was 53, I think. I'm not the best at maths.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Oh my god.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
November of 1963.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Come on. As I said, I don't have much room on my desk. I apologize. Come on. Flippin' heck, how long does it take to
That's what kept me
unscrew a
sane.
can? Come on, Walter. Almost done.
Having a schedule, living for today.
There we go.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
January 1976.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
More peaches.
Even a
Come
monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
That's a very interesting thing to say. Especially given that Walter witnessed the murder of his sister, I think. Come on. I know you may not have many muscles, given that you're living in a little bunker under the house, but
Friendly.
put your back into it.
And then one day, everything just
March 2005.
stopped.
But no shaking.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Well, that's good, right? It's a shame that no one forced this guy to get therapy. That he had to spend 30 years in a bunker to kind of get over his issues himself. Come on, Walter. Flipping heck. There we go. Almost done.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
Good for you,
I have
Walter.
to leave. Well, I still can.
Then let's go. Nope, nope, nope. Grab the thing. Grab the thing. And lift.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Oh, that. To have seen so many of his siblings go.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
So we were right next to
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
I bet. 30
I don't
years of
mind if I
peaches.
only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
Oh.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Shit. To have your great uncle living underneath you and to not know. So there are a couple of things that I kind of intrigued me about Walter. One was the comment about if something, what was it? The monster next door can seem friendly. So when I was growing up, I had this nightmare. To me, it wasn't a nightmare because literally my memory stretches back to when I was 4. Those are my earliest memories. So if I was having this dream before then, I can't remember, but I had it between the ages of like 4 and 10. I had this dream every other night. Then between 10 and 15, I would get this dream maybe a few times a month. And then between 15 and now, I've had this dream like less than a handful of times. And if I were to describe this dream, I think anyone would say that's a nightmare. That's horrifying. But because I had it every single night from as long as I can remember, it never really scared me. It felt like an old friend. Also, I find it very sad the shaking wasn't a monster. It was a train going by at 12 every day. And then presumably either there was a workers' strike or maybe part of the tracks got broken, and that's why it stopped, the shaking stopped. And that is so unfortunate that Walter waited a week, decided it's finally safe to go out, and that's when the trains were running again. That is so sad. Also, the last thing, Edie. Fucking Edie. There are mole men living underneath the house. She was talking about her own son. She gave an interview claiming there were mole men living underneath the house, when in actual fact she was talking about, presumably, her only surviving son, who had been so emotionally scarred by watching Barbara's murder that Edie never got therapy for him, and instead was like, oh, you want to build a bunker? Sure, you can build a bunker. I'm going to use this to get press attention. I don't think Edie was a good person. I think Edie was a heartless hag who was a narcissist, who was using her family's misfortune for her own benefit, and that sickens me. Probably a lot more than it should, but I can't stand people like that. Now then, in the next episode, I'm thinking we'll probably follow... Yep,
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
We'll follow Walter's path down the train tracks, but I'm just about out of time for this episode, so please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.